Well, Carly, we keep saying that all eyes are right now on Tampa Bay and how we are preparing for the big game. That also includes our dear friend up north, Deborah Norville, who, of course, hosts Inside Edition right here on ABC. We love checking in with her, and I know she always has some great content on the big game on her show. Deborah, how are you today?
I am great, and I am up north, but we've got our team down south, Megan Alexander and a couple of producers and camera crews are down there, and they are all over the Super Bowl. I've actually never been to a Super Bowl, and I'm like seriously jealous, but you know, it is what it is, right?
Hey, at least you aren't the one that's actually hosting and playing in the Super, and we're at home, Deborah. So we feel your pain.
Which is where Dr. Fauci says everyone should be this year.
Yep.
He specifically said, stay home, stay with your bubble, don't go to your friend's house. They're really worried that this could be an even bigger super spreader event than Christmas or Thanksgiving was. And I think we need to take those recommendations really seriously, because now they've got these new variants out there that it's not clear yet how well the vaccines that are currently being administered, not that many people have gotten them, will be against these new variants. So I think, you know, caution is the good word to go by this year.
Well, one of the things I know we've been able to talk about, our mayor, Jane Castor, actually had a mask mandate made for all of the areas regarding the big game activities. And so security has like two components. There's also a security element when it comes to the big game, but then there's also now the health and safety element. And I know you've got a conversation coming up with our mayor to talk about those elements, which to us, it seems like it'd be more difficult, perhaps.
Well, you know, if you think about it, Mayor Castro actually has the uniquely good experience of having been the assistant police chief the last time Tampa Bay hosted the Super Bowl. So she has the benefit of experience when you did have, what was it, 70, 80,000 people crowding into the stands. And so this year it's going to be a lot easier from a crowd control point of view, because you've only got about 20 some odd thousand people who are going to be allowed in the stadium. And I think, what is it, about 7,000 of those are people who have been frontline in the fight against COVID-19. So you have a very different dynamic in terms of the people who will be there to just watch the game. But that doesn't, and I think that's what's really interesting, and we're going to be focusing on that on Inside Edition this evening, that doesn't change the concern from the officials with Customs and Border Patrol, who are really in charge of the overall security bubble in Tampa. And so we've had our crew out on the ground, up in the air. We're actually going to be with them as they're doing an aerial surveillance. One of the initial ones, of course, it'll go on up until Super Bowl, till the Super Bowl is completed. But we're going to show you what they're looking at and specifically how they are setting up their teams around the Tampa area to make sure that, once again, Super Bowl happens. Super Bowl is fabulous. Somebody wins, somebody loses, and nobody gets hurt.
Yeah. Deborah, do you think this is really going to, you know, again, all eyes on Tampa right now, really kind of, I'd imagine events and different venues are going to be looking at what the team here is doing for the future and for the rest of 2021?
Yeah, I think that's a really good point, because this is the first big event since COVID happened, right? I do think this is a template for how one will be able to do big events going forward in the future. And, you know, let's hope, we know that an enormous amount of planning has gone into this. Let's hope that not only was the planning great, but the execution will be flawless, because I want to go places. I want to do things. I'm sick of my house, right? So we're all looking forward to the new future.
Us too. Well, we have a quick programming note too. We want to point out Inside Edition tonight at 7:30. We want to make that note. Deborah, thank you. We've always loved the coverage you're able to bring to the big game, and we look forward to seeing tonight as well. Take care. Be well.
You too.
Okay?
Stay safe and have fun on Sunday with your family at home.
Yeah.
That's where we'll be.